victim of gang stalking, there's a couple of things you can do to get help. Now also, remember, I don't condone any violence, and I make that pretty clear in all my videos, any law breaking. But you also need to know that here in America, if you're being gang stalked, you have the legal right to protect yourself. So, if you feel like your life's in danger, and only you know that, I don't know if your life's in danger, you might not even know if your life's in danger, you do have a right to self-defense. And that being said, you might want to make sure you have some evidence, because if someone ends up dying as the cause of your self-defense, then of course they'll try to prosecute you, because the Reptilian hybrids are the ones that are running the government and are running the police departments. I don't care how crazy this sounds, I got physical evidence. There's evidence out there that the Reptilian hybrids are the ones that are running the show. One, you want to get right with God, whether you believe in God or not. And when I say God, I mean Jesus Christ, because this is a demonic takeover. This is stuff happening in the spiritual realm that you don't see. Voodoo is not going to help you. Voodoo, any kind of spiritualism, Zen, Buddha, any kind of spiritualism philosophy that has, which is antichrist, is going to get you nothing but a whirlwind of trouble. You want to get right with Christ, Jesus Christ. One. Two, realize there's spy shops in America that are available to you where you can actually go get equipment and you can turn the tables on these perpetrators. These are the worst of the worst. These are like Charles Manson, Ted Bundy level criminals. The worst of the worst. And if you're being gang stalked, there's a 99% chance that you're being gang stalked by hybrids, Reptilian hybrids. They're the ones that are coming in now, they're taking over mankind. They believe that they own the earth, they believe they run it, and they believe that you're their slave. This has to do with the devil. There's a real devil and a real God, and the devil wants to be God. So his children, which is reptilian hybrids, these are children of the fallen angels, children of the devil. You know, the fallen angels. The devil is just a fallen angel that just runs, you know, show. The reptilian hybrids are demonic. They're demonic in nature. They're like us in the third dimension, but I also believe there's a piece of them that's in the fourth dimension, which is angelic. There's physical evidence that supports what I'm saying, and maybe after prayer, maybe God will allow me one day to release the information. Until then, you have to get right with Christ. One, that's number one. I've done it, and it has changed my life around completely. Two, realize that you have a right to self-defense. Three, realize that there are spy shops available to you. You can actually get equipment. You can get your friends together. You can do what they're doing to you. I mean, they have more advanced technology, but I mean, I don't want to sound like a troublemaker, but there's some awesome technology at your disposal. You could, you know, I won't say what, but you can be creative. You can go to the spy shop and get, example, you get a hidden camera. You could get close up to your perpetrator and videotape them or record them, you know, on a digital camera, a hidden camera on your hat or pen, and they'll never know you're recording them. Also, you can set booby traps. You can have cameras around your home, but you need to fight back, because these are the worst of the worst. They're very dangerous. They've killed lots of people. We don't know how many people they killed. They're not going to come and say, oh yeah, we killed this person. They're not going to tell us who they killed, but they tried to kill me, so obviously they're murderers. You have to turn the tables on them. Also, the most important thing, though, is to get with God. And if you fully surrender over to Jesus, I mean completely surrender without any reservations, God will protect you. I don't care. You don't have to believe me. But if you turn your heart over completely to Christ, He will protect you. If you have faith in Him, if you say, Lord, I know You're going to protect me, and let it go, He'll protect you. Also, you have to understand that your local police department is the one that's running the gang stalking programs on you. They're the ones that are rolling this stuff out. They're beta testing to see how it works. Their plan is to roll this out on the public after they crash the market. I believe they're setting up jihadis in America, and they also have the reptilian hybrids that are doing the secret policing. But Christ, you got to remember, Christ is God. He made all the universes out there. No one could beat Christ. So if you're really on Christ's side, if you really give your heart to Christ, you choose to love Him. Love's a choice. Love is a choice in the beginning. You choose to love Him, give Him your attention daily. You are going to see things in your life change. Now there's a man named Doug Batchelor. He gives awesome sermons on YouTube. Doug Batchelor. He's the host of Amazing Facts. And there's other awesome preachers, but you are alone. You are, I hate to break it to you, but you are alone. You're facing these creeps really on your own, but you're not alone if you give your heart over to God. God's protecting you more than you know, even though things are allowed to, touch you to a certain point. But yeah, God's protecting you more than you know. That's a fact. But because if God wasn't protecting you, you wouldn't be watching this video. You'd be dead already. But because they're pure evil. But if you give your life over to God completely, the protection will increase. God can only do what you allow Him to do. He's not allowed to interfere because He gives us free will. The devil doesn't give you free will. The devil wants you to worship Him by force. Now the devil will use anything he can to keep your mind off of Jesus. Anything he can. Anything. Any kind of philosophy. He prefers direct worship. But he'll use any philosophy he can use to keep everyone's mind off of God. Now most of America has turned their back on God, which has removed the hedge of protection. See, when God says, oh, you don't want me, okay, I'll leave you alone, God takes off, the hedge of protection goes with God. And then we're vulnerable. The reptilian hybrids, you pick two sorts of people. The vulnerable, they pick the vulnerable, and they pick the ones that threaten them. The ones that are a threat to them, they see as a threat. If you have some kind of, you have some kind of special heart where you care about people and animals more than the regular Joe Schmo, then you are probably being targeted for that reason. If you are just broke, you have a hard time getting a job, or you have no education, or those kind of things, or you have a few friends, you're like a hermit, those are the kind of people they're looking for to harass. They want to get people that cannot talk. They also go door to door, put flyers up. I wouldn't be too specific because what they're doing is this is true, they're gang stalking you with reptilian hybrids. This is the system they're about to roll out, but this is the beta testing part that we're in right now. But the reptilian hybrids, the police officers that are also reptilian hybrids, and then a few people also help them out. Not very many though. I mean, it takes a real lowlife human, a real lowlife, to help destroy mankind. I mean, you have got to be at the lowest of the low. I mean, like if I was to scratch the bottom of my foot after I stepped in dog crap and get crap all over my nails, that's like the lowest of the low. You understand me? So this is what you're dealing with. So you need a special protection that man can't. And you think, well, why would God, and I don't believe in God. Well, if you seek God out with an honest heart and you pray, God will start revealing Himself to you. Remember, thanks for watching. My number one advice is go to Christ. Go to Jesus Christ all the way, no reservations. 2, He'll put a protection around you that you will not believe until he does. 2, and you're, wow, he was right. 2, realize that you're alone, and you can go to spy shops for relief. You can turn the tables on these perps. You can start stalking them back. Now, I'm not saying go out there and commit a crime. But I'm saying if you're 100% sure you're being stalked, the police are not going to help you. The police are the ones that are stalking you. You got to turn the tables on these, and if you can get some kind of evidence, more power to you. That's really going to help you out. I think there are some cases out there that have been proven in the court, and if we can get a hold of those cases, we can start a lawsuit. All of us victims can come together, start a lawsuit against America, and you can get paid a lot of money after we win the lawsuit, and use that money for protection and to wake up the American people. And if you go digital, I'm just telling you that they have all the power over YouTube. They have all the power over Facebook. They're the ones that are controlling the digital world. They're trying to get us to move into digital money. That's part of the plan. So they can totally, So you want to go door to door, face to face to people, and you want to keep it really mild, because a lot of the sheeple, they call them sheeple, people out there that are not aware of what's going on. They're not ready for this information. They're going to think you're a nut. So you want to be very careful how you talk. You need to go out there for a cause. Hey, I want to help feed the homeless. Go out there for a special cause. Get them to donate money to you, and use that money to turn the tables around. If you can help people make money on doing what's right, and people can start making money on doing the right thing, the good thing, we can grow. I mean, us as a whole, people that want to do right, we can grow and put a stop to all this criminal behavior. They know if they get caught, they're going to prison. They know it. What they're doing is not only illegal, but it's also immoral. They have no right to be peeking in your home. Everyone out there, including them, we all have a right to privacy. That's a man-given right. So if they're violating your privacy, and you turn around and you violate their privacy back, hey, So there you go. Thanks for watching. Turn your life over to Jesus Christ. I would personally just go with Jesus Christ and don't worry about any kind of vengeance, because vengeance is mine, saith the Lord. And let God deal with them. Just say, God, protect me. I'm not asking you to hurt them, but whatever it takes. Help them out or destroy them. Whatever it takes to stop this. And let God, just give it to God, let God deal with it. God knows a lot more than you and me. Thanks for watching, and give your heart over to Jesus Christ. Thanks for watching.